Hello, Missouri.
How are you?
Not fine.
Not fine. Sorry, you are not fine, did you say?
Yes.
Oh, why? What is the matter?
Well, my teeth is still aching.
Oh, really? Wow,
Yes.
it's been more than 1 week already.
But they just had another like to remove the actual sore out, and
Right.
it's still ache.
Okay. So you have to what? Do you have to go back to the dentist?
Yeah, I just did.
Oh, you've just been to the dentist.
Yeah,
And have you finished now?
I am finished now.
Oh, good. Well, that's good. So now you just have to wait to feel better.
Yes.
Okay. Hope you feel better soon. Hope they fix the problem.
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Oh no. So
Yes.
maybe you have to go back again sometime, you think?
Yeah, it might happen.
Okay, I hope so. I hope so. Okay. Ting, xin chào Ting. Hello Ting.
Thịnh ơi, bật cái mic
Hello.
camera thầy gọi bây giờ tất cả mọi người bật camera lên con. Rồi là thầy gọi thì trả lời luôn đi, đừng để mất thời gian nhé.
Can you hear me?
I
Yes,
can
I
now.
can.
I
Yes,
can now,
fine now.
Ting. Okay, that's fine. Can you hear me okay, Ting?
It's okay.
Okay, good. Okay, and I can see you now. Thank you. I can't see Ting yet. Kian. Chào con. I can't hear you, Kian. I can see you, but I can't hear you. I can see your lips are moving because I know you, so I know you are talking, but I can't hear you. Okay, let me know when you can talk. Nok Ha.
Hi,
Hi, Nok Ha. How are you?
I'm great, thank you.
Good. Now, how was Phuoc?
Uh, it's what amazing.
Amazing.
Like,
Wow.
it's very beautiful at the beach.
Yes.
And the food is really delicious.
Great. Great. Did you go to the amusement park? I can't remember what it's called.
I went to Sunwell Park,
Yeah.
and another one is Wind Wonder.
Yes, Vin Wonder. Did you go to
Yeah,
Vin
I
Wonder?
went to Wind Wonder. It's
Yeah.
like a small Disney park in
Small
Vietnam.
Disney. Yeah, small Disney. It's like a small Disneyland, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah. What
it's
did you
very
think?
beautiful there.
Yeah, was it fun?
It's really fun, but a little bit hard because I went at the lunchtime.
Right. Okay. Why was that hard to go at lunchtime?
Like because I went to eat in Grand War.
Yeah.
It's each lunch at Grand War, so it's
Mhm.
kind of sunny, so it made me feel really hard.
Oh, okay. So it was too hot. Too hot.
Yeah,
Okay. Did you go to Safari World?
I also go
Is it-
there, but I go in the morning, so it's
Right.
like better than in the afternoon.
Oh, good.
It's
Did
more
they have
less sunny.
any interesting animals?
Uh, Not much, like
Not
a
much.
normal animal like zebra,
Mhm.
tiger, lion.
Yep. Yeah. Okay. Just the usual ones. Well, I'm glad you had a great time. Okay. Sounds like a great place. Kian, can you hear me yet? Can you
I
talk?
already can hear you, but
Oh,
yeah,
good.
the
You can hear
microphone
me.
has some problem.
Right. Now I can hear you too. That's better. Okay. And who else is there? Tuan Son. Doggone.
Hello, teacher.
How are you, Tuan Son?
Good.
Good. And Feng Ni. Xin chào Feng Ni.
Hello, teacher.
How are you?
I'm good.
Good. Okay. Can everyone turn their cameras on, please? I can't see everyone yet. So Tuan Son, thank you, Tuan Son. Feng Ni, thank you, Feng Ni. Ting, I can't see. I presume you still don't have a camera, Ting. All right, I'm just waiting. I can see, Bao Ling is just connecting. Chào Gordon, Bao Ling. Okay, just wait for her a couple of moments. And then we will get started. So what we're going to do today, actually, I want to concentrate mostly on speaking today. We haven't done too much speaking, so we're going to concentrate on that. I also have a short test for you as usual, and we're going to finish off last week's graph. Bao Ling, can you hear me?
Teacher.
Hi, Chào Gordon, Bao Ling. Can you turn your camera on, please?
Bảo Linh ơi, bật camera lên con. Bật mic lên
Okay,
đi,
there you
bật
are,
mic lên
Bao
đi.
Ling. Okay, Bao Ling, did you have a good time in Thailand? Can't hear you. Your microphone is off.
I had a great time.
Oh, good. Glad you enjoyed it. Good. Okay, everyone. So welcome to class for today. Great to see you all as usual. So as I was just saying before Bao Ling joined us, we're going to concentrate mainly on speaking today. We'll also have a short test and we'll also finish off the graph that we were working on last week. Some of you might remember Kami, who was in this class for quite some time. Kami had her Ielts test last weekend, and she was telling me the task 1 graph that they did was actually like a combination of 2 graphs. There was a bar chart and a pie chart, and you had to compare the 2 of them. So that was interesting. I think she found that a little bit difficult, having to compare. So yeah, that's why we will look at bar charts. We're looking at a bar chart now, of course, but yeah, having to compare 2 different sorts of graphs is maybe a little bit difficult. So I'll show you how to do that at some stage. Before we start, anyone have any questions for me before we start? Okay. I'll just share. Actually, I'll share this one first, I think. Okay. Bao Ming, can you see the page about fillers?
Yep, I can.
That's great. Okay, so what we're going to do now is just practice some of these just as a warm-up exercise. I'm sure you all know these pretty well already, but just as a warm-up exercise, we're going to practice them again just to get used to thinking about them. Remember, fillers, these phrases here are great ways to introduce a part 3 speaking answer. Why are they great to introduce a part 3 speaking answer? Okay, 3 reasons. 1, okay, they help you sound more fluent. Using these sort of phrases, which are common English phrases, they help you sound more fluent. Okay, number 2, the second reason why you should use these is they give you a second or so to think. If you are not sure how you are going to answer a question, and this happens quite often with part 3 questions, of course, because you have to think about an opinion that you are going to give. Just saying one of these phrases at the start of your answer just gives you an extra second or so to think. And the third reason why these are useful is that it helps make your answer just a little bit longer. Remember, part 3 answers need to be 7-8 sentences long. So this just helps make your answer just a little bit longer. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is go around each of you. I'm going to ask you a question. Okay, I want you to start your answer by using one of these fillers or introductions. Actually, I don't think it says here fillers. I don't think that is such a good description for these. I think introduction sentences is a better description for these. Introduction to part 3. You don't need them for part 1 because part 1 you don't need to think about too much because part 1 questions are always about you. Okay, easy to answer. Always something to do with you. Whereas, of course, part 3 questions, you have to think of an opinion about something. So, like I say, what I want you to do is use one of these introductions to start your answer. These are all part 3 type questions, but I don't want you to give me a long answer. Just want you to give me 1 or 2 sentences as an answer. Bao Ling, I'm going to start with you, okay? Bao Ling.
Yes.
Okay, so here is your question, Bao Ling. Are people in your country concerned about protecting the environment?
I think they
Okay,
are.
remember, Bao Ling, I want you to use one of these. That's why we're practicing this. I want you to use one of these introductions, okay? Choose anyone. You can choose anyone.
That is an interesting question. Okay, like have a pupil they are aware of protect environment, but have a why have a they are not. So I think it's depend on the awareness of people and how people can and awareness of people.
Yeah, okay, that's fine, darling. That's enough. Okay, good. Thank you. So, Fong Ni, you are next. Fong Ni, and then Tuan Son, and then Kian. Okay, Fong Ni, do you know what I want you to do?
Can you say it again?
Okay, everyone, please pay attention. Okay, I don't want to have to explain this every time I talk to someone. So I want you to use one of these introduction statements at the beginning of your answer. You can choose any one of these. You can choose any one, but I want you to use it at the beginning of your answer. So here is your question, Fung Ni. Does the responsibility for protecting the environment lie with governments or with individual people?
Honestly, I never thought about that before, and but I think the responsibilities, responsibility for protecting environment is for everyone, not only government.
Okay, great answer, Fung Ni. Great one-sentence answer. That's all I need for this exercise. Thank you, Fung Ni. So, Tuan Son is next, then Kian, then Nok Ha. Tuan Son.
Yes.
Okay. Should young people be educated about how to protect the environment?
That's a good question. I think that young people really need to be educated to protect the environment because the environment is has the same meaning to our health. If the environment is good, so our health is good too.
Okay, good, Tuan Son. Thank you. Only need one sentence or so. That's great. Kian. So Kian, then Nok Ha, then Ting. Kian, are you ready?
Yes, teacher?
Are you ready for your question?
Yeah, I hope the question is not too hard.
Okay. What would you like to change about your neighborhood, Kian?
Honestly, I have never thought about that before because my neighborhood is quite good to me. It's at the park for I play sport whenever I have times. We have the libraries, the schools. Yeah, that's what's entirely perfect.
Okay, that's great, Kian. Good answer. Thank you. So, Nok Ha Ting Bao Ming. Nok Ha,
Yes.
are people in your country concerned about protecting the environment?
That's a good question. I think that people, not just people in my country, but also people in the world is concerned about the environment because it relates to our health and our life too.
Okay, good answer, Nok Ha. Great. Ting. So Ting, then Bao Ming, then Kak Sung is here. Chào Gon Kak Sung. So
Hello, teacher.
I will come
Hello.
to you in just a moment. Okay, so we are practicing using these introductions to our answers. Ting.
I'm here.
Okay, should the government be responsible for protecting the environment, or should individual people do this as well?
Can you answer? Okay.
Sure. Should the government be responsible for protecting the environment, or should individual people be responsible for this as well?
That is an interesting question. I think government should be responsible about the environment, because now the environment is so polluted, and government usually
Okay, that's fine so far.
law.
That's fine so far, Ting. Okay, don't need to go any further. I just need to hear the introduction and one sentence. Bao Ming, Michael.
Yep. I'm with
Should young people be taught in schools about how to protect the environment?
That's an interesting question. And well, I think yes, due to the fact that the global warming and the climate change is getting worse, people should have and some methods to protect the environment. Either way, you should choose the education should be focused on protecting the environment too.
Okay, good. Good answer, Bao Ming. And Kak Sung.
I'm here.
Okay, Kak Sung. What would you like to change about your neighborhood?
Honestly, I have never thought about that before because my neighborhood is kind people and they can help me whenever I need. So I think I don't like to change my neighborhood.
Great, good answer. That's fine, Kak Sung. Good. Okay, so I'll go round everyone one more time. Okay, so same thing, using one of these introduction sentences to begin your answer. But we'll have different questions this time. So, Bao Ling, then Fung Ni, then Tuan Son. Bao Ling,
Yes.
what are some of the benefits of tourism, Bao Ling?
The benefit of tourists.
Of tourism.
Mhm.
Tourism.
I think the first benefit is finance.
Okay, Bao Ling. So, Bao Ling, remember you have to use
I
one
don't
of these
think I
introduction
forgot it.
sentences. Okay, that's what we're practicing. Okay, start again, please. So, what are some of the benefits of tourism, Bao Ling?
Honestly, I have never thought about that before. I think the first benefit is great opportunities to boosting the finance and like like tourism can help people to like conserve the environment and help they to know more about the local and natural place.
Okay, good. That's good. That's better Baoling. Good. Feng Ni.
Yes.
Feng Ni, what are some of the negative parts of tourism?
That's an interesting question. I think the negative of side of tourists is some tourists is they like sorry, I need a second to think about it.
Yeah, sure. And you can say that during the test too, Feng Ni. Okay, but you must make sure it's only a second or so. You can't stop for too long, of course. So here's an easy one, Feng Ni. Easy downside. Too many people. Okay. One of the negative sides of tourism, of course, is maybe too many people coming to, well, Halong Bay, for example, which of course is a famous tourism destination, a famous place for tourists to visit. Halong Bay. Last time I was there, many tourists. Okay, so that's one thing to remember for this sort of thing. Okay, Tuan Son is next, then Kian, then Nok Ha. Tuan Son.
Yes.
Do you think it's better for children to grow up in the country or in the city?
Honestly, I have never talked about that before. But from my perspective, children should be grow up in a city where the education is more better than the country.
Okay, good. Where the education is better than the country. More better is not a correct phrase. Okay, Tuan Son?
Yes.
You can't say more better. Just say better, where the education is better. Education is better than the country. Good. Kian,
Yes, teacher.
do you think, is it only children who feel homesick when they go to a strange place? Is it only children who feel homesick?
That's thought one. But I think not only children, but also adults can be homesick whenever they go far from their home. For example, when you are on the business trip for a month or maybe 2 months, yeah, you very miss your home, your family.
Okay, good answer, Kian. Very good. That's great. So, Nok Ha, Ting, Bao Ming, Kak Zung. Nok Ha,
Yes.
why do you think some people prefer to retire to the countryside?
That's an interesting question. I think that they have spent most of their life here working in the country, so that when they retire, they would like to spend the rest of their life at a peaceful place like the countryside, so that they have more time to relax and enjoy with their families.
Okay, good. Good answer. Ting.
I'm here.
Okay, Ting. What is one thing you could improve about Hanoi? One thing you could improve about Hanoi.
Có hiểu câu hỏi
That
không con?
is, yeah. That is an interesting question. For me, I think one thing I could improve about Hanoi is the traffic. Because now in Hanoi have many traffic jam, and some people they have bad awareness.
Sorry, some people have bad.
When they greater
Sorry, Ting, what was that? I couldn't quite hear it.
You can hear me?
I can now. Yeah, can you just repeat what you said?
That is an interesting question.
Mhm.
For me, I think one thing can improve about Hanoi is the traffic. Nowadays, because Hanoi nowadays have many traffic jam, and some people in traffic have bad awareness.
Some people have bad awareness. Okay, some people have a bad experience is probably a better word. Okay, Ting?
Okay.
People have a bad experience. Okay, that's good. Michael, Bao Ming,
Yep, back to me.
is it important, Michael, for children to have fun?
To be honest, I've never thought of that before, but well, due to the nowadays advancement, and I think yes, children should have fun, despite being like having a problem with studying. They should have some times to chill themselves out and well, and it won't get their mental unstable.
Sorry, what was the last words you said, Michael? I
It
didn't quite hear
won't
them.
get their mental unstable.
Oh, okay. Get their mental unstable. Doesn't quite make sense in English.
Yeah.
You would say something
Make
like improve their mental health is a better way of saying that. Does that make sense?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just to say it will improve their mental health. Okay. I think I know what you're trying to say. Will help keep their yeah, you can't say mental stable. Okay. Those two words don't go together.
Oh, okay.
Okay, you can't say mental. If you wanted to say that, you would have to change the form of the words. Okay, you would have to say something like it would help stabilize their mental health.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so usually when you use the word mental, you need to use it in conjunction with the word health. Okay, mental health is the collocation. Okay, but good answer. All right, finally, Kakzong. Kakzong.
Can you hear me?
I can. Okay. Do you think it's better, Kakzong, for children to grow up in the countryside or for children to grow up in the city? Which one is better?
That is an interesting question. In my opinion, it is better for children to grow up in the city where life condition and education is better than other side.
Good, Kakzong. Okay, good. Very confidently answered. That's great. Very fluent. Okay, everyone. So that's the end of the warm-up, the end of the practice. So please remember to use these phrases. You only need to remember a couple when you're introducing a part 3 question, okay? You don't need to remember all of these, but just remembering 2 of them will be very useful for the reasons I said before. They help make your answer more fluent. All right. They give you a moment to think about your answer while you are still thinking. Okay. And they also add to your answer by it's already one sentence you've given. All right. When you need to give 7 or 8, using one of these already makes up one sentence. So please, if you haven't already done so, write down a couple of these. That's all you need to remember. Don't need to remember all of them. But ones such as, that's an interesting question. Honestly, I've never thought about that before. Okay. That's a good question. I'll need to think about that for a moment. Okay. All of those very useful. Are there any questions about any of those? So like I said, you don't need to use them for part 1, but they are very useful to introduce your answer to part 3 questions. Of course, you don't want to use them for every answer for a part 3 question. Okay, otherwise then it becomes very predictable. but for some part 3 questions, this is a great way of introducing it. Okay. Time for today's test. So this test is about correcting the mistakes in the sentences. There are 10 mistakes altogether. You can see at the end of each sentence, it tells you how many mistakes there are in the sentence, how many mistakes there are. Again, I don't want to spend too much time on this, so I'm going to get you to tell me the answer. So first of all, we will all look at question 1. Excuse me, we will all look at question 1, and I'll keep asking you until I get the correct answer. So I will start this time with, let me see, Kian. Kian.
Yes.
Okay, Kian. So looking at sentence number 1, can you tell me the first mistake that you can see? There are 2 mistakes in this sentence, Kian. Okay, what is the first one?
Hour.
What should it be, Kian?
I think it's hour.
How
It's
do you
missing
spell
an
it?
S.
Yep.
Hours.
Hours. Good, Kian. Excellent. You are correct. Okay, the effects on employees of working long hours. Okay, this one here, everyone, is the first mistake. Needs to be plural. Needs to be plural. Very good, Kian. Nokha,
Yes.
can you see mistake number 2, please? This one a little bit harder, by the way. Mistake number 2.
I think it's time need a S.
You think it's time?
Yeah.
Okay, what's wrong with time?
I think it need a S.
Oh, okay, needs an S. Good try, but no. Not hard. Okay, good try, but no. All right. Ting.
I'm here.
Yep. Mistake number 2, please, in sentence 1. Do you know what it is?
Oh, I think practice no S.
Sorry, we're looking at sentence number 1. Ting.
Number 1.
Yeah, sentence number 1. Okay,
The
the
hours.
second mistake. Hours is the first mistake. Okay, we know that. What is the second mistake? Okay, we need to go a bit faster. Bao Ming, Michael.
Yep.
Okay, second mistake in sentence number 1, please. Do you know what it is?
Overtime still.
You are in the right part, but that's not the correction. Kakzung. Kakzung.
Yes.
Do you know what the mistake is?
Number 2.
The second mistake. Yeah, do you know what it is in this sentence? Okay, not sure. Bao Ling. Bao Ling.
I think like especially over time, not a skill thing.
Okay, again, you are in the right place, Bao Ling. You are in the right place, but that is not the correction. Okay, but you're in the right place. Okay. Phung Ni.
Yes. Sorry.
Mistake number 2. So you heard me say to Bao Ling, she is in the right part of the sentence. Okay, but what is the correction? How can you correct this?
Sorry, I have no idea.
Okay, Tu and Son.
I think it should be time scale.
Oh, you're getting closer, everyone. You're getting closer. Kian, last one. Back to you, Kian. Back to you.
why I am last one? You
Because
can try again with
you
Bảo Minh.
started. Because you started. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not quite so confident in this. Yeah.
Yeah. What
As
do
you
you
know.
think? What do you think? Any idea or not? Any idea?
Yeah, guess I have no idea.
Okay, that's fine.
You can ask
All right.
Bảo Minh instead.
It's okay. I'll ask him again for another one. All right, everyone. So for those of you who thought it was around here, you are right. Okay. The problem is this. There is no such thing as a scale of time. Okay, so a couple of you realize that. Scale of time is not a collocation. The correct collocation, everyone, is period of time. You talk about a period of time in English, not a scale of time. You will hear the word time scale in English. That is slightly different. But period of time is the correct collocation. Never scale of time. You never hear scale, you never use scale of time. Always period of time. Period of time is the collocation. Okay, that one a little bit tricky, as I say, but it's good to be able to recognize these things. So period of time. All right, number 2. Sentence number 2. Nok ha. Nok ha.
Yes.
Okay, what is the mistake and the correction for this sentence, Nok ha? Only one. There's only one mistake.
Look down on.
Okay, so that is the mistake, but that is not the correction. Okay, Nok ha. So that is the mistake, but that's not how you correct it. Okay. Thing.
Yeah.
Okay, need to go a bit faster, everyone. So can everyone please look at the sentence and have your answer ready? Or if you don't have an answer, just tell me straight away. Ting, do you know?
Oh, I think we look down change to consider.
Down needs to be changed to something, but not consider in this case. But good try, Ting. Okay, good try. Bao Ming. Michael.
Look over.
Getting closer, but not quite. Kak Zung.
I will.
Can you correct the mistake?
Sorry, I cannot correct the mistake.
Okay, Bao Ling.
Thing is look up.
Sorry, what did you say?
I think it's look up.
Is correct. Well done, Bao Ling. It's great, okay? Needs to be look at. Look at. Okay, Ting.
I'm here.
Yeah, so your consider was correct, but that meant if you use consider, you need to replace 2 words, okay?
Yeah.
Whereas I only wanted to replace 1 word, all right? And everyone, so it should be business owners need to look at whether their working practice. You need the preposition at, okay? So this needs to be at. Good. Well done, Bao Ling. Fung Ni.
Yes.
Okay, Fung Ni, looking at sentence 3 now. Sentence 3, there are 2 mistakes. What is the first one?
I think it's an up family life. Mistake is up.
It is. That is That is actually the second mistake, but seeing that's okay, but seeing you found the mistake, what should it be?
I think it's on. Like
Is correct. Good, Fung Ni. Okay, so what Fung Ni is looking at is this. Okay, this word here is not the correct preposition. We consider the impact on family life, on family life, not up family life. Okay, that's good, Fung Ni. Tu and Son.
Yes,
There's also another mistake before that. Can you see what it is?
working hours.
Correct. Good, Tu and Son. Okay, same as this one. I made it easy for you. Okay, same mistake as here. Working long hours, working hours. Hours needs to be plural. So those are the two mistakes. Kian, back to you again.
No.
Okay, Kian. Number 4. All right, there are 4 mistakes in this sentence.
The first one is children's. Yeah. Yeah. Just children. Not
Correct.
S.
Very good, Kian. Well spotted. Okay, this word here, everyone, children doesn't need an S to be plural. Children is already plural. Children is already plural. So children's is not correct. Doesn't need an S. Nokha. Nokha.
yes.
What children is plural? What is singular? Of
Chai.
what? Correct. Well done, Nokha. That's great. Good grammar, Nokha. Ting. Ting.
Yeah.
What is mistake number 2? Mistake number 2 in sentence 4.
Most of time to most of the time.
Let me have a look here. Children whose parents are at
work.
correct. Okay, at work. Okay, everyone here. Sorry, let's get my cursor back so I highlighted. Okay, okay, work. Okay, in this case, works isn't plural, so it doesn't need an S. This is a mistake. Okay, so the S needs to disappear. Thank you. Ting. Michael Baoming.
Yep.
What is mistake number 3?
Mm. Miss out? Like miss out do, it should be miss out on.
Correct. Everyone, that's great. Miss out on. Good, Michael. Really miss out on. Miss out on. Miss out on is a common collocation, everyone. So it's never miss out do or miss out of. Okay, miss out on. Very common. Miss out on family time. Actually, I said there were 4. Maybe there's only 3 in this sentence. This is number 1. Children whose parents are at work most of the time really miss out. Yeah, there's only 3. Sorry, everyone. Kak Sung.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay, Kak Sung. Sentence number 5. What is the
Sentence number
mistake?
5.
There is one mistake.
I think that's because I don't know. It's
not
get out. It's get out.
It's not get out. Not get out, Kak Sung. Okay, Bao Chan. Thank you for your message, Bao Chan. Welcome to class, Bao Chan. How are you?
I'm fine.
Okay, good. Good to have you back. Okay, looking at sentence number 5, Bao Chan.
I think it's come from a very little influence.
Very little influence. That is correct, Bao Chan. That part of the sentence is correct. Okay, so that's not a mistake. Bao Ling.
Yes.
Okay, what do you think is wrong with this sentence?
I think it's sleep.
Good. What should it be?
The parents have. I think it's have.
Very good, Bao Ling. Okay, you are good at correcting mistakes today. All right, everyone. It's easy for children to get out of control because they're busy parents. This should be have very little influence on them, not leave very little influence on them. Okay, using leave here just doesn't make sense. The word is not correct. It should be busy parents have very little influence on them. Very good, Bao Ling. Okay, that's the end of the test, everyone. Are there any questions about any of those mistakes or words? Okay. All right, what we're going to do now, everyone, is we're going to go back to the writing task that we looked at last week. I want to finish this now. All right, then after we finish this, and we should be able to finish this within easily 15 minutes, okay, because most of you have already started. Okay, this one here, remember this one. All right, so I want you to finish this. I will share the link with you, and then the rest of the lesson we will practice speaking. All right, just before we start writing again, just quickly look at this to refresh your memories about this graph. Again, for those of you who missed the beginning of the lesson, I was talking about Charmy, who was one of our former students who had the Ielts test last weekend. She said that her test, her writing task 1, had 2 graphs in it. Okay, so you can see this question has 2 graphs in it. So the test she did also had 2 graphs in it. So that is something to get used to. She said in her case, the graphs were 1 bar chart, 1 pie chart. In this case, the question has 2 bar graphs. So if you are doing the Ielts test, don't be surprised if you see a question with 2 graphs. Very quickly, looking at this, Bao Chan. Bao Chan.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, Bao Chan, now I know you weren't here last week, so I will do this review with you. Okay, just looking at the meaning of these 2 graphs. So what the graph is showing us, Bao Chan, is the amount of time that children spend with their parents on weekdays and also weekends. Does that make sense?
Weekday is means like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, like that? Or
Good, correct. Yes, it does. Thank you for asking, Bao Chan. Yes, it does. Weekday, everyone, Monday to Friday. Weekends are Saturday and Sunday. Okay, so you can see 2 bar graphs, okay, comparing weekends and weekdays. And it also compares, Bao Chan, the amount of time that children spend just with their dad, just with their mum, and with both mum and dad. So, Bao Chan, looking at the graph for weekends, okay, looking at this graph, Bao Chan.
yes.
Okay, what age group spend most time with both mum and dad? What age group?
4 to 5.
Correct. Okay, you're looking at this here, which is correct. 4 to 5. I assume, Bao Chan, you already recognize the graph. X-axis is hours. Okay.
Yes.
Y-axis is ages.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
how old the child is. Okay, what age group in weekends, Bao Chan, what age group spends the least amount of time with their dad? What age group?
It's 8 to 9.
The least amount of time with their dad? Not 8 to 9.
No? You say
The
the least?
The least, okay? Least means little, remember?
Yes.
So what age group spends the least time with their dad? Least is the opposite of most.
Oh, no, I see that 8 to 9 is the least ones.
Sorry, I was looking at weekdays. Sorry, Bao-Chan, I didn't make that clear. Sorry, you were right. 8 to 9 for weekends, okay? 8 to 9 for weekends. Good. I will ask you one more question, Bao-Chan. Which age group in weekends, actually, no, I'll change it to weekdays. So we're looking at weekdays. Which age group spends the least time on weekdays with both mum and dad?
It's 4 to 5.
Correct. Okay, so good. So you understand the graph well, Bao-Chan. That's great. Okay, everyone. So Bao-Chan, I will get you please to start your writing from the beginning. Okay? So
Yes.
you need to paraphrase. You need to paraphrase this, Bao-Chan. Okay? Also, any of the rest of you who haven't done this graph yet, I think all of you have started, but any of you who haven't, okay, please start the graph from the beginning, which of course is a paraphrase of this. The rest of you, please go to where you were last week and finish the graph. I'm going to share the link with you now in chat, just in case you don't have the link already. Okay, everyone, you should be able to see the link now. So please, everyone, please go to where you were last week and finish this graph. I know one or two of you are almost finished. Are there any questions? Any questions, anyone? All right, while you are doing that, I will go around everyone just to correct your work. I don't think Viet Ang is here today. He is not. Hong Ling. Is not here today. Ting.
I'm here.
Okay, Ting, looking at your answer so far, okay, remember, Ting, you need to leave a space between the paragraphs, okay?
Yeah.
Like this.
Okay,
See how
okay, I know.
I've just changed it? Okay. And remember, otherwise, if you do this in the test, they will count it as a punctuation mistake. Okay, so please remember just to leave the space between the paragraphs. Okay, so your overview is fine. Do you want to continue, please? So again, you need a new paragraph here, Ting. Okay, so you need to continue with 2 detailed paragraphs. Okay, Ting?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, and remember, for the detailed paragraphs, everyone, you only pick out the main or most interesting things. Okay, you don't write about every single thing. You don't have enough time. Just pick out the main things. Bowling.
Yes.
Okay, Bowling. Have you finished your overview, Bowling?
Yes. I think so.
Okay, most of the mothers on weekday, while the amount of time children with both mums and dads. Okay, just one mistake, Bowling, only one small mistake, and it's this here, Bowling. Can you see?
Yes.
Okay, what should that word be, Bowling?
Sorry.
Should be this.
Oh,
Okay, should be is. I know it's very hard sometimes, I know, to decide whether it should be are or is. Okay, but in this case, it should be is. The amount of time children spend with both mums and dads is much higher. Okay, so Baoling, your first detailed paragraph. What are you going to look at, Baoling?
I think I will look at the like the weekend.
Correct. Good. All right. So this one is very easy to divide into two detailed paragraphs, I think. Detailed paragraph number 1, you look at weekends. Detailed paragraph number 2, you look at weekdays. So very easy to divide. Okay, what is the main detail you can see about weekends? Baoling?
The main detail is as both dad and moms much higher than the rest.
Yeah, the main detail is at weekends, both dads and mums, okay, spend more time with children than dads alone and mums alone. Does that make sense?
Yes.
That's how you say it. At the weekends, both mums and dads, or what's the word for mums and dads that begins with P, Baoling?
Parents.
Correct. Good, Baoling. Very good. So both parents, okay, spend more time with their children than mums alone and dads alone. Now, what is one other detail you can take from weekends, Baoling? One more. I only need 2. What is one more?
One more?
Yeah, one more detail from weekends. One more thing that you think is interesting.
I think like the number of children spend time with dad. It not it's least high. No, it's not in a high. It's not as
Yes.
higher than the
Okay, good. Okay. At weekends, children spend least time alone with their dads. Good, Baoling. Okay, you've found 2 interesting things. That's great. Any question, Baoling?
No, I don't.
Okay, please continue. Fung Ni.
Yes.
Okay, Fung Ni, you've almost finished. Is that right?
Yes.
Good. Okay, just looking at your first detailed paragraph here. Young age 45 spend the most time and at least time the mums and dads to the weekend. And sort of their dads, their time to spend their mums, parents. Okay, so what I would do, Fung Ni, okay, is to probably just take one of these sentences out. Okay?
Yes.
Probably only need 2. 2 is enough. Okay?
Yeah.
So you are correct, Fung Ni. All your sentences are correct. That's good. But again, remembering in an exam, you have how many minutes to write this, Fung Ni, in the exam?
20 minutes.
20 minutes. Good. Okay. And remember, you only want to spend 20 minutes on this because writing task 2 is worth twice as many marks. Okay. So you don't want to waste much time on task 1. So I think probably just 2 things is enough, Fung Ni. So you decide, Fung Ni, what are the 2 most interesting things? Okay, I'll leave it up to you. Okay. So all you need now for detailed paragraph number 2, Fung Ni, is 2 interesting things from weekdays. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Any questions?
No, thank you.
Okay, good. So just 2. Just 2. Bao Ming.
Yep.
Okay, Michael. So just looking at your overview, by the way, it's a bit short. Only 1 sentence. Need another one.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So probably need to have at least a couple of things in your overview paragraph. So you've got they spent a higher duration with their mum on weekdays. Well, they usually accompanied both their parents on Saturday and Sunday, which is true, but you need one more interesting thing. Okay,
Oh,
probably something to do with who spent the least time. All right, so your first sentence is about who spent the most time, okay?
okay.
Something to do with the least time, but I'll leave it up to you. Okay, so and of course, for then, as I was saying to Bao Ling, detail paragraph number 1, just write about weekends, okay? Two interesting things at weekends. Detail paragraph number 2, 2 interesting things about weekdays. Does that make sense?
All right.
Okay. Any question, Michael?
No, nothing.
Okay, good. Tu and Son.
Yes.
Okay, Tu and Son. First thing I can see wrong, okay, Tu and Son. Please remember, okay, space between the paragraphs, okay? Okay, Tu and Son?
Yes.
Okay, have to have a space between the paragraphs, otherwise they count it as a mistake. That's good, that's better. All right, now looking at your overview, Tu and Son, okay, it's too short, need another sentence. All right, so there must be 2 things you can find from these graphs to write about in the overview. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So you've identified one thing, which is fine, but you do need another one. And again, as I was just saying to Michael, the thing you need to look at, probably you've got who spends most hours with their parents, okay? Who spends least hours with their parents? Something like that. Does that make sense to and Son?
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right, please continue. Kian.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, Kian, just looking at your answer, it can be clearly seen children of all ages spend more hours with mum rather than dad, and the time they have with both mum and dad is higher than staying alone with one of the parents at the weekend. Okay, that's good, Kian. Right, overview is fine. All right, so easy to divide this graph into weekends and weekdays, Kian, okay? So for detail paragraph number 1, all right, just look at weekends, all right? Remember, keep it simple. Keep it simple, Kian. Which means detail paragraph number 2, look at weekdays. Does that make sense?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, because the reason I say this is, yes, you could spend time comparing weekends and weekdays, okay, but that would take a bit longer. And remember, you only have 20 minutes to do this. All right, so you need to do it in 20 minutes. And remember, writing task 1 is only worth about 30% of the marks. Writing task 2 is worth nearly 70%. So you want to leave as much time as you can for writing task 2. Does that make sense?
Yes, I understand.
Okay, so that means for writing task 1, yes, of course, you want to try and get a good mark, but just do it as simply as you can. Don't get too complicated and spend ages comparing things that take too much time. Because like I say, you want to be able to finish within 20 minutes, so just keep it simple. Does that make sense, Kian?
Yeah, yes, thank you.
Okay, good. All right. So like I say, detail paragraph number 1, just look at weekends, Kian. Detail paragraph number 2, look at weekdays. Nok Ha.
Yes.
Okay, Nok Ha, what's happened? Nok Ha.
I didn't attend the class last week, so I just
know
start writing.
you were enjoying yourself at Vin Wonder. I know.
Yeah.
Nok Ha. Okay, much more fun than coming to English class. I understand. Okay. All right. So you've just started from the beginning. Let's have a look. During most weekends with their parents. 1 5. Okay. Children spend most of their weekends with their parents. Could be weekend. Weekend time. Could be most of their time at weekends. Does this make sense, Nokha? Overall, children spend most of their time at weekends with both their parents. Does that make sense? Because that's what you're looking at with these graphs. You're comparing how much time they spend with both parents as compared to how much time they spend with mum and how much time they spend with dad. Does that make sense, Nokha?
Yes.
Okay, so again, looking at the graph, can you see the graph, Nokha?
Yes, I can see.
Okay, so you can see here, children at weekends spend most of their time with both parents. Okay, they spend the least amount of time, this is for your detail paragraph, by the way, they spend the least amount of time with who, Nokha, at weekends? Children spend the least amount of time with who?
With that.
Correct. Okay, and the age group that does this, as you can see, is 0 to 1 and 8 to 9. And you can probably guess the reason, but you don't need to write about this, of course. Why would children aged 0 to 1 spend least time with their dad? Nokha? Why?
I think it's because like they are small from 0 to 1, they are small, so they need their mom to take care of them more.
Well done, Nokha. That's all.
And
Yep, that's fine. That's all you need to say. Okay, good thinking, Nokha. I just want to make sure you understand the graph and the reasons behind it. Okay, that's good. That is exactly the right answer. But remember, for writing task 1, you don't need to write about this. Okay, you were giving a reason. Don't need to give any reasons. You just need to report on the data. But that's good, Nokha. I just wanted to check if you could understand the reason behind the graph. All right. So, and looking at weekdays, Nokha, what happens on weekdays? Children spend most time with who?
they spend most of their time with their mom.
Correct. Okay. So that is what else you need for your overview. Okay. In weekdays, children spend most of their time with their mum. And again, we don't need to know why. We don't care. Okay. Does this make sense, Nokha?
Yes.
Good. Okay. Just keep writing as well as you can. Okay. Good. Okay, who haven't I talked to yet? Bao Chan. Oh, Bao Chan, you're writing very quickly. Good.
I'm rushing myself.
No, that's good. Good test, Bao Chan. A good test for yourself. Okay, just looking at your answer, you can't call them stack columns, Bao Chan. Okay. You would have to just call them columns.
Columns as of, yeah.
Just columns. Okay, just columns instead of bars. So you don't need the word stack. Stack columns doesn't quite make sense in English, but columns does. Just columns is fine.
Because I see a lot of columns, so I keep calling them stack.
Okay, but which is very creative, Bao Chan. Very good. All right, but it's not quite correct. All right.
Yeah.
Yes, they are stacks. But remember, for these sort of exercises, we just need to use the most common language that we can. All right.
Yes.
Which in this case is just columns. So again, just keeping it simple. Just keeping it simple, Bao Chan.
Yes.
Okay, the columns in both charts highlight data about how much time, hours does Okay, grammatically, this is not quite right. Don't need does, okay? How much time, hours, that. Now it is correct, okay?
Yes.
How much time that children spend, not with. Bao, what should it be? What is the correct
with,
preposition?
with.
Sorry? Correct. With.
With.
Yeah, you are right. With. Okay, and again, just looking at this, overall, it's evidence, okay? Okay, not quite the right form. Good try, Bao Chan. Not quite the right form of this word. Okay, it should be this. Okay, this word here. All right?
Evident with T.
Evident. Yeah, evident, not evidence. Evidence is the noun. All right? Don't need a noun. It's evident that children should spend more time with both parents.
Oh no, this one I'm make a mistake.
Yes, you did. Correct. Good. Okay, Bao Chan, this is good, Bao Chan. You're understanding it well. Okay, and your writing is okay because you are recognizing the mistakes you make, which is good, Bao Chan.
Yes.
Any question, Bao Chan?
No, I don't have any.
Okay, good. All right, this is taking a little bit longer than I thought, but I will keep going with this because it's important for you to be able to finish an exercise like this, to give you practice at finishing part 1. So next week we will do more speaking, for sure. But I do want to see everyone pretty much finish this, okay? To give you practice at finishing a task 1 exercise. So I would rather spend more time on this and making sure you get it correct rather than rushing you too much. Especially for those of you who have got the Ielts test coming up soon. For example, I know that Kak Zung and Kian have, not too far away. Okay, Ting, that's fine for detailed paragraph number 1. Okay, so now you need to look at detailed paragraph number 2, weekdays. Okay, Ting?
Yeah, okay.
Okay. I just want to correct your punctuation just a little bit, Ting. Okay, this one here, if you're going to put it like this, okay, you need to have either a comma here, okay? Can you see where I am, Ting?
Yeah, see.
So you need either a comma there or brackets around more than 8 hours, like this. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. All right, so you need some punctuation here, either a comma or brackets, if you want to write the sentence like this. All right, same with your next sentence, Ting. Okay, so I'll put a comma here, all right, which corrects it. Same with here. Okay, you either need a comma or brackets. Does that make sense, Ting?
Oh, yes.
Okay, good. Okay, please keep going, Ting. Bao Ling, how are you going?
I'm still writing the less detailed paragraph.
Okay. On weekdays, children spend most of the time with mums rather than dads, or both. All right. Just to be absolutely correct, Baoling, probably should change this. Can you see this one here?
Yes.
Okay, change it to their, most of their time. Okay, is what a native speaker would say, like this. Make sense, Baoling?
Yes.
Okay, good. You're doing fine, Baoling. So just keep going, please. Okay. The rest of your English is good, Baoling. Good. Fung Ni, have you finished?
Yes.
Okay, Fung Ni. Let's just have a look here. The amount of time. Fung Ni, this is very creative, Fung Ni. All right. But just be careful, Fung Ni, okay?
Yes.
With this, how do you know they are playing?
Oh.
Okay, so you don't. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so on one hand, Fung Ni, this is great to see you paraphrasing it like this, using other words. Okay, so that is good, Fung Ni. I'm pleased you are doing that. All right.
Yes.
Oh, sorry, Fung Ni, can you turn your camera on? I can't see you.
Yeah.
That's better. That's better, Fung Ni. I like to see you when I'm talking to you. Makes it feel more face to face. So Fung Ni, yeah. So it's good to see you using creative words, Fung Ni. Great, very good. All right, but just be careful that you don't get too clever. All right, because you don't know that they are spending the time playing with their mother, do you?
Yes.
All right, they could just be spending time sleeping with their mother. We don't know.
Yes.
All right, or they could be spending time, their mother might be teaching them English. Okay, we don't know. All right, so just be careful when you choose synonyms or you paraphrase that the paraphrase is still true. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, so on the one hand, Fung Ni, great. Okay, good to see you doing some paraphrasing. Excellent, very good. On the other hand, Fung Ni, just be careful that your paraphrase is correct.
Yes.
Okay, and this youngster, what is wrong with this word, Fung Ni? Simple thing, Fung Ni, you know this. What is wrong?
I need to put S.
Correct. Very good, Fung Ni. Very good. Needs an S. Good.
But in my overview, I still do that. It takes the least amount of time to play with their parents, and what should I change?
Aha, the number, you mean this sentence here, Fung Ni?
No, in my overview.
Overview, sorry. Where are we? It can be clearly seen that on the weekends, children spend more time with their parents than on the weekdays.
Second sentence.
The second sentence.
Yeah, it's offspring to play with their parents, and so what should I change?
It takes the least amount of time. Yes, looking at this sentence here, it's not quite grammatically correct, Fung Ni. Let me help you correct it. Offspring, by the way, Fung Ni, is already plural.
Yes.
Okay, doesn't need an. It's like children.
Yes.
The same way children is plural, offspring is plural as well. So that doesn't need an S. Okay, but let's look at the sentence here. Can be clearly seen on the weekends, children spend more time with their parents than on the weekdays. Okay. So you need a full stop here, Fung Ni, for a start. Okay?
Yes.
Not a comma. 4 to 5-year-old children spend the most time on the weekends. With who, Fung Ni?
Oh, wait.
A little bit confusing. You've got on the weekends, children spend more time with their parents than on the weekdays. Then you've got 4 to 5-year-old children. So you need to say 4 to 5-year-old children spend the most time on the weekends with who, Phung Ni?
With their parents.
Okay, so you need to say that, all right, for this to make sense. Spend the most time on the weekends with both, okay?
Yes.
That makes sense?
Yes.
Comma. And it takes the least amount of time. That doesn't make sense. What are you trying to say, Phung Ni? Tell me.
Like on the weekday, the children 2 to 3 years old spend the least time with their parents.
Okay, so you need to write it exactly as you just said to me then. Okay, Phung Ni?
Yes.
And on, okay?
Yes.
Weekdays, so get rid of all of this. Okay, just like you said to me then, Phung Ni, you said it correctly, but you wrote it differently for some reason. All right? On weekdays, 2 to 3-year-old offspring do what? Not to play with their parents. Spend what?
Spend time. The least time.
Correct, Phung Ni. Does this make sense now?
Yes.
Good, Phung Ni. So obviously, this is why we practice this, Phung Ni, just to make sure you have your thinking clear in your mind. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay, good. Good, Phung Ni. Okay, you finished, Phung Ni. That's great. So you can relax. Before you relax, Phung Ni, okay.
Yes.
Sorry, I could see you leaning back in your chair then, saying, "Oh, thank goodness, I can stop thinking." Do you have any plan to do the Ielts test sometime?
Yes, but I can't book the slot in the on the app of IDP, so I asked Mr. Ha to help me.
Okay. When are you thinking of doing it?
On August, the 8th August.
Ah, okay, so soon.
No, sorry, 10 of
10 August. So very soon. So only in about what, 3 weeks, 3 or 4 weeks. Okay, soon.
1 month.
1 month. Okay, Phung Ni. So, in that case, Phung Ni, can you please stay at the end of the lesson? Okay.
Okay.
Just for a couple of minutes. While I think about it, Ian. Kian, oi.
Thầy gọi Kiên ơi.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cái mic của
Chú ý vào
con
cho
nó
con.
cứ bị ấy. Mic con không
Yeah.
lên.
Chú ý vào. Ok.
Kian, can you please stay at the end of the lesson just for a couple of minutes?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Kian. Okay, Michael.
Yes.
Michael, you stopped writing. What happened?
I ran out of ideas for the second paragraph.
Oh, really? That's
Yeah.
not like you, Michael. Let's have a look. Okay, so the second paragraph. Michael, we need, I know you are suffering from your teeth. Okay, so I know you've got an
Yes.
excuse. Second paragraph, we need just 2 sentences, Michael. Okay, you can see first sentence is easy. On weekdays, children of all ages spend most time with who? Michael?
with both of their parents.
No, they don't. Not on weekdays. Weekdays,
Oh,
Michael.
on weekdays, most of the time with their moms.
Correct. Okay, there's sentence number one. Okay, children of all ages spend most time with their mum. Okay, and hard to separate them, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Bit hard to say. All the figures are very similar. Okay, second sentence. Okay, older children, that is those aged between
67 and 89.
correct and 6 to 7 and
89.
spend more time with
both of their parents
than
just spending time with either parents.
okay, but especially then with their dad. Okay.
Oh.
Good, Michael. So you already written your second sentence. Very good.
Yes.
Okay, so those
but the problem is I think I wrote it on the first paragraph. Can you check?
Yeah. In the first paragraph, you overrode it. Overloaded, you think?
Yeah, overloaded. Oh,
Where
you're
are
going
you?
too far.
Going too far. There you are.
Yeah, that's all.
On weekdays, people aged 0 to 1 spend approximately 9 hours with their parents, mostly with their mum. Very good paraphrase. Also, the same pattern to be seen in, okay, remember, need to have a the here, Michael, okay? In the 2 to 3 and 4 to 5 age groups. Okay, age groups is a noun phrase. Okay, so it does need to have a the over here. However,
yes.
6 to 7 and 8 to 9 age groups have a slight increase on the number of hours.
Yeah, I wrote it down.
Yeah, so that's fine, Michael. Okay, I just leave that the way it is. That's fine.
Oh, okay. Yes,
okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. That's good, Michael. That's an excellent detailed paragraph number 1.
Thank you.
All right. So you just need the same thing for number 2. All right.
Okay.
Even if it's just something simple. And again, as I was saying to a couple of the others, okay, you only have 20 minutes to do this, of course, in the test. So, and writing task 1 is worth much less than writing task 2. So yes, you want to do a good job, but you don't want to spend too much time writing too much detail. Does that make sense? So it might be when it comes to you writing detail paragraph number 2, Michael, okay, that you just write about the simplest things you can see. All right?
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, and as simply as you can. So you don't want to think, oh, I made paragraph number 1, detail paragraph number 1, 3 sentences, so I have to think of the same sort of 3 sentences for number 2. Okay, that would be fine if you had an hour to do this, but you don't.
Okay.
So in that case, you just fit your time to suit your answer. Am I making sense?
Yes.
Okay. So again, you just look at this and think, okay, 2 quick sentences that I can write for detail paragraph number 2.
Oh.
All right. Thank you, Michael.
Thank you.
Now you know what to do. Tu and son. Tu and son.
Yes.
Okay, tu and son. So, main point, you don't need a conclusion, all right, for this. Tu and son, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, good. So for writing task number 1, Tu and son, I'm sure I've mentioned this in the past, but not recently. Okay, no conclusion. Okay, only 4 paragraphs. Only. Okay, no conclusion. So I take all of this out. All right.
Yes.
Thank you for writing a conclusion, Tu and son. It is good, but you don't need it. All right. Only need, remember, paraphrase, overview, 2 detail paragraphs. No conclusions. So no conclusions or reasons in writing task 1. Okay. For writing task 2, yes, but not for writing task 1. All you are doing is just reporting the figures. Does that make sense to and Son?
Yes, it does.
Okay, good. On weekdays, more time is with their mother is spent by children than, okay, and just this, than at weekends. Their father only spends about an hour with them on weekdays. Parents pay most attention. Okay. That's fine, to and Son. Okay, what you've done here is fine. You might have heard me suggesting to a couple of the others that the easy way to answer this question is just to have detail paragraph number 1 here, just about weekends, okay? And detail paragraph number 2, just about weekdays.
Yes.
Okay, that is the easiest way to do it. What you have done isn't wrong, but I'm just trying to suggest a simpler way to answer this question that doesn't yet take you too much time. Does that make sense?
Yes, Stephen.
Because you only have 20 minutes, and because writing task 2 is worth twice as many marks, you want to be able to spend most of your time where you are going to get the most marks. Does that make sense?
Yes, I do understand.
Okay, good. Okay, Zung-ha, you done well. Finished. Kian, you haven't finished. Zung-ha's done, and Bao Chan is finished. Okay. Okay, everyone, it's after past. That's the end of the lesson for today. Does anyone have any questions before we go? Okay, so next week we will spend more time on speaking. And the next writing thing we will look at is writing task 2. What I'm going to do for the next few weeks is to alternate writing task 1 and writing task 2. Okay, which means we do writing task 1, then we do writing task 2, then we do writing task 1 again, and writing task 2, and so on. Okay, to give you practice at doing both of them. But next week we will focus on speaking. Okay, so if Kian and Fung Ni, can you stay behind?